Hi guys, dance has always been my favorite subject. I have a strong inclination towards dance, and my episode today is all about dance. Dance not from India but all over the world. The person with me is somebody who has the ability to bring international dancers on a single platform. Today I have Raul Brady, the founder of Godatu. Hi Raul,
Hi
how are
guys.
you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. So Raul, how did the idea of Godatu come in? And before that, how did you step into the world of dancing?
So basically, I used to be an obese child. Like I used to be 110 kgs fat. So at that time, I had two left feet, and the world couldn't even think. Even I couldn't think that I could possibly dance. Then one fine day, post my grade 12 examination, my father said, it's high time you start losing weight. And he said something like, why don't you join these dance classes by Shamak Dawar. And
Okay.
then I said, this was my first reaction. I was like, dance ladkiyan karti hai, ye main nahi karta. And this is I'm being very candid. So then somehow he pushed me, he made me join these classes, and then in a span of 6 months, I knocked off 40 kg. So that was like my
Wow.
turning point. That's when I realized that dance is so good. My confidence had increased. I had become, more flexible and everything. So that's when I realized that dance is something really, really close to my heart. So I was with Chamak for good 7 years. That happened. And then later on, I decided, because with age, every dancer has a shelf life.
Correct.
You can turn into a choreographer, but after a while, you'll stop dancing per se. That much. So I wanted dance to be, connected with me throughout my life. And
Okay.
that's how the whole idea of Godatu started. So then I thought, I'll make a platform where people can connect with dancers across the world. And
Okay.
that's how the whole idea of Godatu started.
So when you say dancers across the world, where did you start from and what form of dancing are you basically focusing on?
So initially when I started, it was very video based. And if you see Godatu as a word, people say, what does it mean? So initially I started with the term global dance tube. That's what it was
Okay.
first known as. But then I realized global dance tube is very video generic. If you see
Correct.
the term tube, that's when I realized, it's very video based and there's more to life than just videos and dancing.
Right.
So then I made one word out of it, and I thought that let people give a meaning to it, and let's see what Godatu gets from the people. So that's how it started. And then initially it was very, I was reposting a lot of stuff, a lot of ballet and everything. But then, over the years, there was a lot of footfall. There was a lot of traffic from across the world.
Okay.
In fact, it's funny. I started this in India, but I have 80% traffic coming from the States, United States.
Wow.
And most of my followers are from our international dancers.
Okay.
So now we are worldwide, and now we have all kinds of dancing,
Okay.
not just one form.
So when we have dancers from different part of the world, of course each part has a different form. What are your favorites and what do you think what part of dance still needs that international mileage and push?
See, my favorite personally is hip hop and Bollywood. I love Bollywood dancing. I love all those expressions on my face and going all out, lot of energy. And plus, hip hop is a style that I really connect with because that's when I realized that it's very funny, but it's very masculine as well. If you see the hip hop dancers
Correct.
are very well built, and that really attracted me towards hip hop. So that's there. But honestly, the dance that really needs to go out is, I think, the Indian classical forms are not very known worldwide.
Correct.
Certain dancers are quite famous, but I think the Indian culture needs to be uplifted and marketed throughout the world. And hence now I've started something known as called Godatu Desi. So
Okay.
now I'm promoting not just the international dancers, but I'm also promoting Indian classical forms as well.
Okay. So when you say you have 80% of the participants from across the world, COVID had a lot of impact globally. Do you think the percentage of dancers have improved, increased rather, and also what kind of dancers actually come on this platform? Are they amateurs? Are they experienced? Or what's their background?
See, COVID hit bad, and I must say that it was a bad time for dancers and trainers because most of our earning comes from studios, from
Okay.
classes, and I'll be very honest. When Godatu started, this was on the back of our mind to get everything online. We had already this vision of getting online classes. 4 years back, I had already thought that we'll have online classes. My target audience was basically women in India who basically have a issue with their families not allowing them to go out and dance.
Okay.
I learned dance.
Okay.
So the whole idea was getting giving them a platform that they can learn from their room as well.
Okay.
Coming back to COVID and dancers, yes, the traffic increased for sure. And the kind of dancers on Godatu is like all kinds, from amateurs to professional dancers to artists to celebrities. Everyone is there on Godatu. And during COVID, I started something known as the Godatu's Dance Rendezvous.
Okay.
So I got the opportunity to meet, to speak with dancers across the world who were celebrities, who were amateur dancers, and every dancer has a spectacular story behind their whole journey. So I think that needed to be promoted. And yeah, COVID allowed me to do that. So that was the positive that came out for Godatu.
Okay. So when the dancers are on your platform, what is the take-home value for these dancers? Only they want to showcase their work, which gets internationally recognized, or there's more to it?
So there's much more to that. I realized with dance comes fitness as well. And that's why we changed it a little bit. The concept of dance, now it's called Godatu, your dance and fitness partner.
Okay.
So basically what have we done? We've started tutorials for fitness, weight loss programs and everything. And if you go on an app, you can you'll see things like how to calculate a BMI, how to calculate a BMR in real time.
Oh.
So all of that is there. Plus in the next 1 month or so, we are coming up with something known as your diet tool. So basically, in a day, if you're eating whatever the kind of food you're eating, you just need to come on the app and just pick and choose what dish to eat for that day, and so they'll basically give you the entire quantity, the number of calories you've eaten, and also we'll recommend you the video that is available on the platform, which will say, okay, if you've eaten so much, you just do one of these workouts and you'll be burning these many calories.
So when you get this fitness part in the application, it is also because fitness was a major role for your transformation as well. So is there a vision where we're trying to understand that dance plays a very important role in fitness and you want to promote fitness and dance together? Is there a future that you're looking at?
Absolutely. In fact, I feel that what happens, a lot of these people give up easily when things become monotonous. With the gym, with the running and everything, like you have to be super passionate about those things.
Correct.
In order to move on with it for a longer time. But with dance, what happens, every day you'll be learning something new.
Correct.
A new choreography, a new style, So that's why fitness comes hand in hand with dancing. And yes, that's the ultimate vision, to make people fit through dancing.
Okay. So when we are saying COVID has its own after effects, now we are looking at 2021. What is coming in 2021 and the next milestone that you're going to plan up?
So, 2020 gave me a lot of time to think about a lot of things. The first thing that we started in 2021 are known as the Godatu Dance Awards.
Okay.
And initially I thought, maybe I don't know how people will respond. Godatu is a brand, I understand it's worldwide, it's famous, but I didn't know how dance will. But it's, to my surprise, people have reacted in such a positive way.
Wow.
The kind of, voting that has happened in the past 4 days or just a week has been immense, and the people we've nominated have come out with such positive response. So that is the big thing we're doing. This year we're doing it virtually, but next year onwards we want to do it on an offline scale, and where we have a complete award show. We will facilitate a dance. I don't think there's any dance, any fraternity or any brand that does this for dancers.
Correct.
Like we have completely awards focused on the dance fraternity. So that is something Godatu is doing, and that's the plan, that next year we'll have offline dance awards where we'll invite dancers from across the world and facilitate them.
Okay, so when we say to this year we have it online, are we having participants from India or across the globe, and what are the categories like?
So it's a mix and match of a lot of things. The good part is dance in India is huge.
Correct.
In fact, if you see last year, a group from India called Kings United India world with the competition in the States, World of Dance. So the categories in Godatu Dance Awards are Dance Crew of the Year, which has a mix of India and abroad.
Okay.
Then there's Dancer of the Year female. There's Dancer of the Year male. Then there is we thought that social media is huge.
Correct.
TikTok and everything took up, and of course it's off in India, but it's still huge abroad.
Correct.
So we've got a category called Social Media Dancer of the Year.
Wow.
And in order to promote the Indian dancers, we have a special category which is Dancer of the Year Female India and Dancer of the Year Male India.
Okay.
And we are also facilitating the choreographers behind these dancers. So there is an award which is called Choreographer of the Year as well.
Okay. So do we also have a section for kids?
So right now, honestly, we are targeting the age group from 13 and above till
Okay.
35.
Okay.
But yes, we are looking at getting more trainers who will be training the little ones as well. Yeah.
All right. So to wrap up the whole thing, we have the awards coming up. We have the fitness part, which is going to get bigger this year. What else do you think is a message that you want to give all the youngsters out there on dance?
So I think if the message that I want to give all the youngsters, all the dancers out there, that don't give up. What happens? People get affected with a lot of competition. With dancers, they see a few Instagram profiles that have 1 million views and everything, and they get a little discouraged. I personally feel every dancer has space in this world.
Correct.
All right, and everyone should take dance. Whoever's taking dance as a career, give it time. Things will not happen overnight. It's taken me 4 years to get Guratu where it is right
Correct.
now. So every dancer should be positive. It's a learning process. It's very very positive. The kind of energies that you get while you're dancing, and I'm being very honest. People feel you get tired after dancing. I feel I get energized after dancing. That's the best part about dancing.
Okay.
So never leave dancing. That's my message to all of you.
So one interesting question that I had in mind is, tell me about certain dance forms which have recently picked up, let's say in the last 2-3 years. Any 3 dance forms, and why have they picked up? What's so special about them?
So there have been, the Western culture has really boomed in the past 3-4 years. If you see, the Indian culture is also adapting to the Western culture of the dance form. So hip hop has become like one of the most liked dance forms in India. And hip hop in itself is a very big. It's like an ocean.
Okay.
From that, a lot of styles have come out. Like urban has come out, a little bit of tutting has come out. All of that has come out. So I think hip hop has evolved.
Okay.
Like when we talk about hip hop, we talk about movies like Step Up,
Yep.
from abroad,
Yep.
and then we talk about movies like ABC Did India. Similarly, hip hop and all, because of hip hop, if I was talking about Kings United India that won the tournament at World of Dance
Right.
USA. So they were also focusing on hip hop and the Western style. So I think that has come out really well. The other forms that there's something known as contemporary dancing, which is more like a fluid movement. So
Okay.
that has really attracted a lot of dancers in India and abroad. And thirdly, of course, ballet. So ballet is picking up. If I see during COVID, I've seen a lot of these dancers started to train at home also in the ballet technique. This is all international, but I would want to comment, that Indian classical dance really makes a good foundation for all dancers. So that is one thing that I would like to tell the Indian dancers over here. If you are, at the age group of 10 to 14, you should get into an Indian classical form for sure. Learn those classical forms. That really helps you to adapt to Western, cultures easily, because your body is first of all, Indian classical dance teaches you discipline,
Correct.
which is utmost important for a dancer. Discipline is very very important. So I think that is there. So yeah, all these forms.
Okay, so just highlight a little more about the Indian classical form. It also enhances the postures and the arts, and also on the expressions as well.
Absolutely. In fact, if you see, the Indian classical dance forms are most expressive when it comes to the face. You'll see a lot of ballerinas, maybe or may not, they'll have a expression on their face.
Correct.
Yeah. But Indian classical dance form, the best part, it's so beautiful. Bharatanatyam is so different from Kathakali. Kathakali is
Yes.
so different from Kathak. So it's just, and similarly, the other dance form. So I think that as a performer, if you learn the Indian classical dance form, that would really help you.
So as per the conversation we had, breakdancing is going to be a part of the Paris Olympics in 24, right? How is Godatu planning to be a part of this, and what's your preparation on the ground?
So honestly, this was the best news that we got last year. COVID had ruined our year, but I think this made our year with that whole news of breakdancing being actually part of the games at Paris in
Okay.
2024. So I think this is huge for Godatu. We are preparing for it. That we're trying to get in the government involved, and we're going to train dancers in India, and we are promising them that if we get a chance, we will get a medal at the Olympic Games for breakdancing from
Wow.
India. So that's the plan, and we are going to be there for sure. I don't know how, where, what is it going to be like. But Godatu is going to be there for sure at the Paris Olympics, and we'll be supporting all the dancers across the world. And we would love to train the dancers in India, who like breakdancing, who are breakdancers, and train them and give them a opportunity to win a medal at the Olympics.
So when would you start the auditioning for this? How are you going to?
I think this is the year we're going to start right away. I think we're looking at something around April 2021.
Okay.
And then we start then because the training will take time.
At least,
and
yeah.
because we want to involve coaches not from just India, from abroad as well, to train the dancers in India.
All right.
Dancers.
So on that note, you should never leave dancing. Please go and follow Godatu on all social medias. Do you have a website as well?
Yes, so we've got an app. It's called Godatu. It's available on iOS as well as Android. And yes, on Instagram we are known as godatu.dance, and for the Indian part we are known as godatu.desi.
All right. And also, why don't you tell our audiences where they can see the Godatu Awards?
Yeah, so right now we're doing it on Instagram, and yes, we will be having a link on Zoom as well.
Okay.
We might be doing it as live. We are still under the process of that. But yes, all the awards, all the listings, all the news will be available on the Instagram account, which is godatu.dance.
So all the dancers out there, this is one platform that you should must try. It's amazing. I have seen a lot of international artists performing on this platform. Trust me, talent has no boundaries, and this is brilliant. So if you like this episode, do like, comment, share as much as you want, and spread the word, because dance actually has no boundaries. Thank you for this episode of Spotlight with Katie, and thank you for being on my show.